Retail Management, a career presentation by Marco Runhill. Interesting fact, Ron Terrell has been working for McCoy's Building Supply for over 31 years. Store Manager Overview. We're going to be talking today about the career interview information, the preferred college experiences like the majors, daily operations or day-to-day, and the salary ranges. So today we're going to be talking about Ron Terrell, the background information for him. He's a store manager for McCoy's Building Supply in San Angelo, Texas. He's been working for McCoy's for over 30 years. It took him about 3.5 years to get fully through the manager in training program, which consists of the initial training process, which takes about several weeks. And then you become an assistant manager. Then from there, before he got to be a store manager, it took him about 3.5 years. After being a store manager, it took him 10 years to get to be able to run a high performing store such as the one here in San Angelo. That store ranks amongst the 88 that we have. It ranks fifth, I think. And so now the day-to-day operations for a store manager. So here are the things, the pinpoints. We got theft prevention, managing payroll, hiring and firing, making schedule changes, and also helping employees. So the theft prevention, obviously that's the big one for any manager or any position in management, because at the end of the day, you have to make your goals. You have to make your sales and all that stuff. Every theft all the theft prevention really just helps out your bottom line. Managing payroll, you can't have a really high payroll because then it eats into your profit also. Hiring and firing, it's a big part of the management process. Making schedule changes, everybody has things come up in their life and, they need to talk to you about it. And that's one of your day-to-day stuff. Helping employees and customers however you can will ultimately help your business, help the store. So pros and cons. Pros, getting to run your own business. At the end of the day, this is your store. Anything that you do will directly affect the success of it. There's never a dull moment in retail. And another thing is getting to travel for training. Cons, trying to retain employees. For McCoy's, the main reason for that is the fact that we're mainly outdoors, like the yard people. Like we have an indoor, like the little stuff inside, but the main material's outdoors. So having to keep people working when it's 110 degrees all the time, it gets kind of hard. Trying to keep everybody happy, that also goes with retaining employees, and then also the cons for being the long hours working as a store manager. Store manager information details. So here we're going to be talking about the salary ranges. Ron had told me that the entry level position of store manager starts off at around $60,000 but can go upwards to $180,000. The majors preferred for this position is majority going to be mainly consisting of business management and marketing majors and communication majors as well. Job opportunities. So the way you would be able to get into this position is going through that MIT program and becoming an assistant manager and then becoming a store manager eventually. Another way is also once you become the assistant manager, you have to go through your training programs, and that's also a good place for you to network and be able to, maybe get a store position somewhere else. This is from New Staff, online batch, 2022, May 10th, online bachelor degree in business with a focus on retail management. Alrighty, first discovery. The first thing I learned when he was going through the career interview was keeping employee morale high. That is a main focus point that you need to have in order to, retain employees. The importance of getting familiar with your employees. The more familiar you are with your employees, the more you understand what their needs are, and that really helps retain employees and keep morale high. Another thing he was talking about was the long hours and how high demanding the job is. Store manager careers, how to become a store manager indeed. Second discovery. So the second discovery is having to travel to open up new locations and traveling for corporate trainings. For the traveling for new locations, he did tell me that's one thing that he wanted to know more information about before he started was just the expenses, how much he paid when he opened up a new store. I forgot where he said, but that he paid, got a house, got everything out there, and he had to move here to San Angelo. And he was just like, wow. He goes, I wish someone would have told me. Also, the traveling for corporate training is also a plus to benefit to the job. Retail management and me. The one thing I see about retail management, it does have a lot of great benefits and it's very rewarding. It has a lot of benefits. It can be challenging, but it is rewarding at the end of the day, and it is a good career. But I would like to choose a career in management, but not necessarily retail management. It just seems like it's a it's a lot more work than people think. But alrighty, thank you.